So we have just knocked out Juventus out of the Champions League in an amazing matchup. We beat them away from home and a tie at Anfield was enough. And so in the quarterfinals we face Bayern Munich, the Giants from Germany. We're gonna play the first leg at the Allianz Arena, the second leg at Anfield. Also Real Madrid are gonna play Barcelona in a Clásico. Benfica will play Atletico de Madrid and Copenhagen will play Brighton. So a huge underdog in the semifinals for sure. Up next, a league clash against Southampton. Liverpool wanted to wrap up the league before their quarterfinal match against Bayern. However, the Saints struck first. But Castorre had other plans. He ties up a match in great fashion. But just before the break, Liverpool going behind yet again. In the second half, we ran out of ideas and it seemed like an inevitable defeat. But in the final minute of the match, Castorre pulls out his second and rescues a point for the Reds, keeping them comfortable at the top of the Premier League. But the job wasn't over yet. Liverpool would face Championship side Norwich in a semi-final clash in the FA Cup. The Reds were fantasizing about making it all the way to the final in hopes of a possible treble. And Castorre only strengthened those fantasies. A jaw-dropping finish from the Chilean winger. Norwich would fight their way back though and managed an equalizer right after. However, just before halftime, the Reds would reactivate themselves as Castorre became unstoppable. A flashy assist to retake the lead. And then a brace to double it. But Castorre was hungry for more. A hat-trick to seal Liverpool's spot in the final of the FA Cup. Liverpool were now only one step away from winning it, and a little closer to accomplishing the dream of a treble. Their opponent in the final? Arsenal. Castorre and the rest of the team weren't messing around. They won the full thing, just as badly as they won the Premier League and the Champions League, where they will now face the German giants, Bayern Munich. Time to play Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarterfinals. I am very hyped for this match, because obviously Bayern is one of the best teams in the history of the European continent, and Liverpool this season, well, they've definitely shown levels. They've been a lot better than the previous year where they absolutely collapsed towards the end of the season. We've maintained that rhythm throughout the entire year, and I think this is a very good stage to show whether or not we're made for maybe a treble or if this is gonna be it for us. And right off the bat, Liverpool applied pressure. Castorre here. Fakes out the keeper and takes the lead for Liverpool at the Allianz Arena. Only 7 minutes of the match gone through and we take the lead. We go in front, a Neymar-esque Ronaldo Nazario move, faking out the keeper, creating the goal for himself. And that is just another glimpse at the quality that Castorre possesses. Bayern Munich wouldn't make the match that easy for us though, because in the 23rd minute they managed to equalize and put pressure on us again. We had the away goal, but they weren't gonna make it a light, easy path for us. But this was a match where Castorre was determined to make Liverpool go to the semi-finals. It was 1-1 at halftime, but he just wasn't going to allow another collapse like last year where we were hoping for maybe a double and everything went down. No. Castorre knew he was on a mission, and that was to deliver Liverpool all their trophies. The second half got underway, and straight away, Castorre plays a 1-2 with Ekitike, gets into the heart of the box. And delivers a perfect pass for Ekitike to make it 1-2 and to retake the advantage for Liverpool in the tie and in the match. Liverpool were flying dynamic, vertical, fast, rapid football. We were doing what we wanted, when we wanted, at the Allianz Arena. When the match was about to end, a foul right outside the box on Castorre, a nasty challenge by the way, and Castorre with a free kick. It wasn't the best shot by him, but straight away on the rebound. A fantastic cross to make it 1-3 on the night, and Liverpool were toying with Bayern as they wanted. And I'm sorry for the vulgar language, but we really made Bayern our bitch tonight. And then full-time whistle, 1-3 on the night, with 3 away goals, 1 goal by Castorre and 2 assists. Obviously the tie wasn't over yet, but this has been a partido antológico by Lorenzo Castorre at the Allianz Arena. Before the second leg against Bayern, Newcastle came to visit. Obviously the league was coming to its final stages, and we wanted to wrap it up, but they didn't make it easy. They took the lead here. Although straight away, Castorre did what he does best. Ties the match with another great goal, and he wasn't gonna allow Liverpool to let the league slide yet again. We already bottled it last year, we're not gonna do that again. Castorre almost took the lead here in the second half. A great shot, I must add. And in the 80th minute, when the match was about to finish and we were gonna draw against Newcastle, Castorre set up Ekitike, who shot but it was saved. However, Castorre won a penalty. I don't think the Newcastle fans or the Arsenal fans who are right behind us were very happy about the decision. It wasn't the strongest challenge ever, but Castorre, well, he knows how to get fouls. Ekitike scored the goal, scored the penalty, and we remain top, 8 points above Arsenal. And now it is time for the second leg of the tie against Bayern Munich, the German Giants, however you want to call them. We won the first leg with an amazing display by Liverpool and by Lorenzo Castorre, and in the second leg, well, I don't think Bayern had the intention of making it easy, but they needed 3 goals away from home, and that's very hard to do at Anfield in a Champions League night. Castorre won a corner right off the bat and tried to header it in. Great shot, but frustrated and not scoring another goal. And Bayern began making advancements as the first half progressed. Our keeper pulling amazing saves. They kept trying, weren't exactly finding it, and Liverpool went to the break with a 0-0 result, which is good because we were still in the lead in aggregate. In the second half though, Castorre will get a very fine chance, but he failed to chip it over the keeper correctly. It was very frustrating because he could have completely sealed the tie there. He wasn't happy at all with himself, missing an amazing opportunity, but it didn't matter because Bayern were just not capable of scoring a single goal against us, and we drew 0-0, won the tie 1-3 with an amazing performance at the Allianz Arena, and well, we were through to the semi-finals. Barcelona had beaten Real Madrid as well in aggregate, Athletic Madrid beat Benfica, and Brighton, somehow our dear Brighton, is in the Champions League semi-finals. And there, in the semi-finals, we will face Atletico de Madrid. It will be either Barcelona or Brighton in the final if we get there. Obviously, Atletico de Madrid are not an easy team at all to beat, very hard, especially beating them at the Metropolitano. That's going to be a challenge, but if anyone can do it, it is Castorre, and it is this Liverpool side who are so focused on winning the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Champions League. We want to win the treble, we want to be the third English team to do it, and Castorre wants to be the heart of the team as Liverpool gets this incredible achievement. It won't be easy, but we definitely have suffered and fought our way here. Anyway, here in the background I'm showing you an amazing performance by Castorre in the next Premier League match against West Ham. You already saw an assist, and here another goal. He just does not get tired of scoring. He's so close to hitting the 40 goal mark, by the way. And need I remind you that he's only 20 years of age. Like, he turned 20 a couple of months ago, and he's already scoring at incredible levels like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, Haaland, Messi. Those incredible levels are only the best have ever reached. And Castorre got his brace, 2 goals and 1 assist, just a casual performance in the Premier League here in the London Stadium against West Ham, and bringing Liverpool a little bit closer to the Premier League title, which we threw away last year, but this time, well, we are not going to allow it.